Best MacBook deals for August. Save up to $450. Unbeatable MacBook deals for August. Prices starting at just $599. In the era of Apple Silicon, MacBooks have never been more budget-friendly, with brand new models available for as little as $649. However, with potential global tariffs on the horizon, these fantastic offers might soon be a thing of the past. If you're considering purchasing a new MacBook for any reason, now could be the perfect moment to make that investment. Additionally, there are rumors surrounding the upcoming macOS 26 update, which may discontinue support for several Intel Mac models. If you want to ensure you have access to the latest Apple software, this is an opportune time to upgrade your device. M1 MacBook Air. Since the introduction of Apple Silicon, Apple has released 4 versions of the MacBook Air, featuring the M1, M2, M3 and M4 chips. The M1 MacBook Air retains a classic wedge design reminiscent of the Intel era, which many users still appreciate. Despite being 4 years old, the M1 MacBook Air continues to be a fantastic value. It offers impressive performance powered by the M1 chip, a beautiful Retina display, albeit with thicker bezels compared to newer models, a comfortable keyboard, and an impressive battery life of up to 18 hours. Plus, it operates quietly, avoiding the loud fan noise that can be distracting in public settings. As the oldest model on this list, the M1 MacBook Air is also the most affordable. However, finding new units with more than 256 gigabytes of storage can be challenging. So if you require additional space, you may need to consider a newer model. On the bright side, it remains the only Apple Silicon MacBook available in a classic gold color. You can snag the M1 MacBook Air for as low as $599 at Walmart, available in 3 colors: silver, space gray, and gold. 13-inch MacBook Air M1 with 256 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigabytes of memory, $599 at Walmart. M3 MacBook Air. In 2022, Apple unveiled a redesigned MacBook Air featuring a sleeker profile, a larger display with thinner bezels, and the return of MagSafe. This model introduced new color options, including Starlight and Midnight, alongside the traditional silver and space gray, although gold was discontinued. This fresh design debuted with the M2 chip and has continued to be popular. While M2 MacBook Airs are mostly sold out, the same is becoming true for M3 models, although a few options remain, particularly in the 15-inch variant. 15-inch MacBook Air with 512 gigabytes of storage and 24 gigabytes of memory, $1,249 at Amazon, a $450 discount. Some deals may require you to clip an on-page coupon. Nevertheless, the best bargains often come with higher specifications, allowing you to enjoy premium features at a more accessible price. Ooh! March, Apple announced an updated MacBook Air featuring the M4 chip. This model is largely similar to its predecessor, but includes a new center stage webcam and a fresh sky blue color, replacing space gray. Currently, you can save $200 on all the latest MacBook Air models. Apple is also reportedly developing a new entry-level MacBook equipped with an A18 Pro chip, expected to launch within the next year. However, given the current prices, I would recommend opting for the MacBook Air to avoid any compromises. 13-inch MacBook Air with 256 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of memory, $799 at Amazon. 13-inch MacBook Air with 512 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of memory, $999 at Amazon. 13-inch MacBook Air with 512 gigabytes of storage and 24 gigabytes of memory, $1,199 at Amazon. 15-inch MacBook Air with 256 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of memory, $999 at Amazon. 15-inch MacBook Air with 512 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of memory, $1,199 at Amazon. 15-inch MacBook Air with 512 gigabytes of storage and 24 gigabytes of memory. $1,399 at Amazon. Despite being the latest model, there are already some fantastic deals on the M4 MacBook Air, primarily due to its lower starting price. Additionally, these models are produced in Vietnam, which means they are less likely to be affected by tariff increases. M4 MacBook Pro. Apple revamped the MacBook Pro in 2021, introducing a new mini LED display with ProMotion technology, additional ports, including an HDMI port and an SD card reader. Large for the first time, it also features a 1080p webcam. While the MacBook Pro may not be as budget-friendly as the MacBook Air, if you desire that stunning display and extra connectivity options, there are still some excellent deals available. All the models listed below are equipped with the M4 and M4 Pro chips, ensuring top-tier performance and features. Recent price drops have made the M4 MacBook Pro an exceptional deal for those seeking a high-quality machine. 14-inch models are the M4 MacBook Pro with 512 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of memory. $12.99 at Amazon, a $300 discount. M4 MacBook Pro with 1 terabyte of storage and 16 gigabytes of memory. $14.99 at Amazon, a $300 discount. M4 MacBook Pro with 1 terabyte of storage and 24 gigabytes of memory. $1,699 at Amazon, a $300 discount. M4 Pro MacBook Pro with 512 gigabytes of storage and 24 gigabytes of memory. $1,786 at Amazon, a $214 discount. M4 Pro MacBook Pro with 512 gigabytes of storage and 24 gigabytes of memory, $2,264, and it bites a $250 discount. This comes at a $300 discount, or the $314. Okay, dear. M4 Max MacBook Pro with 48 gigabytes of storage, $3,562 at Amazon, a $438 discount. Some deals may require you to clip an on-page coupon. Recommended Apple accessories: Anker MagSafe 2-in-1 wireless charging stand with Qi 2, or Lumu vegan leather MagSafe case for iPhone 16, Mofk magnetic wallet stand, fits up to 3 cards, AirTag 4-pack, currently 20% off, and SanDisk Extreme 2TB USB-C SSD. With speeds up to 1050 megabytes per second, AirPods Pro 2 USB-C. Stay connected with Michael. Follow him on X, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram for more updates. Stay informed. Add 9to5Mac to your Google newsfeed to keep up with the latest news. FTC disclosure. We utilize income-generating auto-affiliate links. For more information, visit our website. Apple MacBook Air M4 2025. Best picks for multitasking, design battery. Full guide. Apple MacBook Air laptops. Our top recommendations for effortless multitasking, stunning displays, and all-day battery life. In a world where simplicity meets the daily hustle, Apple's MacBook Air laptops seamlessly integrate into your life, quietly providing exceptional performance without demanding the spotlight. Apple has wisely chosen to stick with a winning formula, maintaining a lightweight and aesthetically pleasing design while ensuring the internal components are robust enough to handle whatever challenges your day may present, whether from work or personal tasks. The introduction of the new M4 chip is noteworthy, but what truly captivates users is the unparalleled comfort. A display that draws you in, a keyboard that feels intuitive, and an impressive battery life that outlasts the competition. This laptop doesn't seek attention, yet when paired with your iPhone, it creates a harmonious workflow that feels effortless. Whether you're in a meeting, traveling, or enjoying a leisurely afternoon at a cafe, the MacBook Air is the reliable companion that adapts to your needs without complaint, making you wish all your work tools were this dependable. Our recommendations: most affordable option, latest model, new color variant, stylish design, Premium model. Frequently asked questions, product ratings and pricing. Most affordable option. Apple MacBook Air laptop, featuring the Apple M1 chip, a 13.3-inch Retina display, 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB SSD storage, along with a backlit keyboard, FaceTime HD camera and Touch ID. Compatible with iPhone, iPad. Available in space grey. Price, $54,990. View details, https://bo8n5w4nnb. Tag HT Digital Street 21, https, latest model. Apple 2025 MacBook Air, 13-inch, equipped with the Apple M4 chip, featuring a 10-core CPU and 8-core GPU, 16 GB of unified memory, and 256 GB of storage, in silver. Price, $91,990. View details, HT Digital Street again on the website www.amazon.in/dp/HT Digital Street. Staying to the timestamp but being contacted in Amazon's price. Thank you. /www.amazonin.dp/B0DDQ429 /tag/HT Digital Street 2111 B27514. Apple 2025 MacBook Air 15-inch featuring the Apple M4 chip with a 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU. Stop that stylish design. Apple 2025 MacBook Air 13-inch with the Apple M4 chip, 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU, 16 GB unified memory and 512 GB storage in midnight. Price 1.10 lel. Explore more. Apple MacBook Air laptops provide a straightforward and dependable experience for both work and leisure. The Retina display is sharp and easy on the eyes, while the backlit keyboard ensures you can work comfortably during late-night sessions. The M1 chip operates efficiently and quickly, making multitasking a breeze. Touch ID offers seamless security, and features like FaceTime HD work flawlessly, allowing you to concentrate on your tasks. Specifications: processor, Apple M1 chip, RAM, 8 GB, display, 13.3-inch Retina, storage, 256 GB SSD. Reasons to buy: silent operation that never overheats, all-day battery life that lives up to its promise. Reasons to avoid: limited USB ports, RAM and storage are not upgradable. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers frequently mention how lightweight and reliable the MacBook Air feels in daily use, making it a favorite among students, travelers, and professionals alike. Why choose this product? It's a trustworthy work partner. Quiet, portable, and always prepared. It embodies the best of Apple's ecosystem with impressive longevity. Whether you're working or unwinding on the go, the new 13-inch MacBook Air with the Apple M4 chip makes everything feel effortless. You'll appreciate the immediate performance boost whether you're running demanding applications, engaging in video calls, or tackling creative projects. The stunning Liquid Retina display offers vibrant visuals, while the extended battery life allows you to work far from a power source. With Apple Intelligence, your privacy is prioritized, and your workflow remains uninterrupted. In today's fast-paced environment, MacBook Air laptops are cherished for their lightweight design, reliability, and seamless integration with all your Apple devices. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 8-core GPU. RAM, 16 GB unified memory. Display, 13.6-inch Liquid Retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 256 GB SSD. Reasons to buy: exceptionally fast, even with multiple demanding applications. Highly portable with true all-day battery life. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt ports. Storage is not expandable after purchase. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Users appreciate the speed compared to earlier models, and consistently praise the vibrant display and battery life. Why choose this product? If you're looking for a laptop that's future-ready, intuitive, and adaptable, this MacBook Air is perfect for a busy, mobile lifestyle. When you pick up the 2025 MacBook Air in sky blue, you'll immediately notice how light and efficient your day becomes. Thanks to the new Apple M4 chip, you can effortlessly manage heavy tasks, creative projects, and video calls. The vivid 13.6-inch liquid retina display is perfect for movies and detail-oriented work. MacBook Air laptops are not only powerful, but also provide seamless synchronization with Apple's extensive ecosystem, boasting up to 18 hours of battery life. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 8-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 13.6-inch liquid retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 256GB SSD. Reasons to buy: responsive performance with no lag, top-notch privacy and effortless synchronization with Apple devices. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. RAM and storage cannot be upgraded. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Reviewers rave about the color, noting that multitasking is a breeze, and they highlight the smooth handoff with iPhones and other Apple devices. Why choose this product? Ideal for anyone seeking a stylish, high-speed laptop that integrates seamlessly into work, travel, or creative routines without any slowdown. With the 2025 MacBook Air in sky blue and a 15-inch display, you'll enjoy rapid performance without feeling burdened. The M4 chip and 16GB unified memory ensure smooth multitasking, even with demanding applications or creative tasks. MacBook Air laptops enhance long days with their combination of a large, vibrant liquid retina display, up to 18 hours of battery life, and effortless synchronization across your Apple devices. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 15.3-inch liquid retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 256GB SSD. Reasons to buy: spacious, bright display ideal for work and media, excellent battery life and fast everyday performance. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. Memory and storage are not upgradable. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers appreciate the larger screen for productivity and commend the smooth, uninterrupted performance during demanding office or creative tasks. Why choose this product? This MacBook Air is perfect for those seeking a premium, portable experience that combines display space, security, and Apple's renowned reliability in one package. The 2025 MacBook Air in Midnight is designed for those who desire both speed and style. With its M4 chip and 16GB of memory, it ensures smooth, lightning-fast performance, whether you're editing videos or tackling daily tasks. The 13.6-inch liquid retina display enriches images and text, while a generous 512GB of storage accommodates large projects with ease. For many, MacBook Air laptops also signify staying connected across all Apple devices, simplifying modern life. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 13.6-inch liquid retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 512GB SSD. Reasons to buy: extremely fast and responsive multitasking. Ample storage for files and creative work. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. No SD card slot. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers highlight the stunning midnight color and report that it handles everything from work calls to creative applications without any slowdown. Why choose this product? This model is tailored for those who require reliable speed, sharp visuals, and seamless compatibility with the entire Apple ecosystem. The 2025 MacBook Air in Midnight elevates portability to new heights. With the latest Apple M4 chip, you'll navigate multitasking, creative projects, and daily communications with ease. The sharp 13.6-inch Liquid Retina display showcases rich details and vibrant colors, while Apple Intelligence enhances your productivity with privacy as a priority. MacBook Air laptops continue to excel with their all-day battery life, lightweight design, and reliability in managing tasks anywhere. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 8-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 13.6-inch Liquid Retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 256GB SSD. Blazing fast for both work and leisure. Highly portable, perfect for travel and meetings. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. No SD card or legacy USB ports. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers appreciate the silent, speedy performance, stating that this model effortlessly handles everything from office work to entertainment. Why choose this product? An excellent choice for anyone who values seamless integration with Apple, long battery life, and reliable speed in a compact, stylish device. The 2025 MacBook Air in Starlight is crafted for users who refuse to compromise on speed, style, or portability. With the Apple M4 chip, you'll navigate editing, meetings, and multitasking smoothly on a crisp 13.6-inch Liquid Retina screen. Thanks to Apple Intelligence and enhanced privacy features, your workflow and creative moments remain exclusively yours. MacBook Air laptops are celebrated for their impressive battery life and their ability to connect effortlessly with all your Apple devices. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 8-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 13.6-inch Liquid Retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 256GB SSD. Reasons to buy: blazing fast, perfect for travel or office use. Beautiful display with vibrant colors and details. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. No expandable storage options. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers note that the Starlight finish is eye-catching and appreciate the quiet performance, battery life, and instant synchronization across Apple's ecosystem. Why choose this product? Opt for this MacBook Air if you seek dependable power, top-notch privacy features, and effortless compatibility with your other Apple devices. The 2025 MacBook Air in Sky Blue is as functional as it is visually appealing. With the advanced Apple M4 chip, you'll breeze through demanding workflows, creative tasks, and juggling multiple applications without any lag. The bright 13.6-inch Liquid Retina display beautifully handles everything from photo editing to lengthy reading sessions, while 512GB of storage provides ample space for your files. MacBook Air laptops impress with their all-day battery life and smooth integration across your Apple technology ecosystem. Specifications: Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 13.6-inch Liquid Retina, 1 billion colors. Storage, 512GB SSD. Reasons to buy: excellent for creative work and multitasking. Vivid display with great color accuracy. Only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. No memory or storage expansion options. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers emphasize its quick performance, rich display, and how effortlessly it keeps pace with both work and entertainment while on the go. Why choose this product? Ideal for those seeking top-tier performance, generous storage, and Apple's signature seamless workflow in a standout design. The 2025 MacBook Air in Midnight, featuring a spacious 15.3-inch Liquid Retina display, offers a rare combination of ample screen space and true portability. Powered by the Apple M4 chip, you'll enjoy fluid multitasking, rapid app switching, and all-day reliability in a surprisingly slim package. For many, MacBook Air laptops set the benchmark for battery life, privacy, and seamless performance across both creative projects and everyday tasks. Specifications: processor, Apple M4 chip with 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU. RAM, 16GB unified memory. Display, 15.3-inch Liquid Retina. 1 billion colors. Storage, 256GB SSD. Reasons to buy: expansive, brilliant screen within a lightweight body. Excellent battery life for work or leisure. Reasons to avoid: only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. No SD card slot or storage expansion options. What are buyers saying on Amazon? Customers report that the large screen significantly enhances productivity and praise the smooth, effortless performance throughout the day. Why choose this product? Best suited for those who need generous display space, silent speed, and easy synchronization with all their Apple devices in a stylish, durable machine. Is the M4 chip in MacBook Air laptops suitable for heavy multitasking and creative work? Absolutely. The Apple M4 chip equips MacBook Air laptops to excel in multitasking, running demanding creative applications and smoothly switching between multiple apps. With unified memory and impressive processing speeds, you can easily edit photos, work with videos, or manage large spreadsheets every day. How does the battery life of the latest MacBook Air laptops compare to other thin laptops? The latest MacBook Air laptops consistently deliver up to 18 hours of battery life, surpassing most Windows Ultrabooks in real-world usage. This means you can work, stream, and video call throughout the day without needing to search for a charger, making them ideal for travel, remote work, or busy student schedules. Does the MacBook Air support easy integration with iPhones and iPads? Yes. MacBook Air laptops are designed for seamless integration with iPhones and iPads. Features like iPhone mirroring, universal clipboard, and AirDrop enable users to copy, paste, share, and even respond to messages or calls directly on their MacBook Air, creating a truly connected Apple experience. Is the MacBook Air a worthwhile investment for students and professionals? Definitely. MacBook Air laptops combine power, durability, and portability with top-notch security and reliability. Their silent operation, extensive app support, and user-friendly experience make them a solid investment for students who value longevity and for professionals who require dependable technology without complications. Factors to consider when buying a new MacBook Air. Evaluate your daily workload to determine whether to choose M4, M3, or earlier chips for optimal speed and efficiency. Select the appropriate RAM and storage. 16GB of memory and at least 256GB SSD are suitable for most users. Think about screen size, a 13-inch model for portability or a 15-inch for more multitasking space. Review port options for connectivity with your devices and accessories. Prioritize battery life and compatibility with your other Apple devices for a smooth workflow. Top 3 features of the best MacBook Air laptops. Best MacBook Air laptops. RAM, storage, display, OS. ID, root/bull OS. MacBook Air M1 Space Gray 8GB SSD. 16 gigs 525 SSD, 13.6 Liquid Retina macOS, MacBook Air M4 Sky Blue, 16 gigs 256 SSD, 13.6 Liquid Retina macOS. MacBook Air M4, 15, sky blue. 16 gigs, 256 gig SSD. 15.3-inch liquid retina, macOS. MacBook Air M4, 13 midnight, 512 gigs. 16 gigs, 512 gig SSD. 13.6 liquid retina, macOS. MacBook Air M4, 13 midnight, 256 gig, 16 gig, macOS. Apple back-to-school deals. Save big on iPads, AirPods, Apple Watches. Imagine this. The back-to-school season is here, and with it comes a wave of incredible Apple deals that you won't want to miss. Whether you're a student, a parent, or a teacher, these discounts on iPads, AirPods, and Apple Watches are too good to pass up. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these deals really worth the hype, or are they just clever marketing tactics? Let's dive in and find out. All products mentioned in this guide are independently selected and reviewed by CNN_editors. When you buy through links on our site, we may earn a commission. Learn more about our process and how we ensure you get the best deals. What's in this guide? Apple AirPods back-to-school deals. Apple AirTag back-to-school deals. Apple Mac back-to-school deals. Apple iPad back-to-school deals. Apple Watch back-to-school deals. Beats back-to-school deals. Why these Apple back-to-school deals are worth shopping. Why trust CNN_? Back-to-school season is in full swing, and so are the Apple deals. Whether you're looking to snag these seasonal price cuts for yourself or outfit the student in your life with a new MacBook, some of the best discounts of the year are up for grabs. I've scoured the web and found 26 of the most notable offers on the company's latest and best-tested products, from MacBooks and iPads to AirPods and accessories. That includes all-time low pricing on the recent MacBook Air M4, hundreds off the latest Apple Watches, and more. Apple itself is also getting in on the savings. Available for students, their parents, and even teachers, buying a new MacBook or iPad will score you a free accessory, including your choice of AirPods and more. This comes in addition to the year-round discount Apple offers on items sold through the Apple Store for Education. Just be sure you're shopping through the brand's education portal, and that you take advantage before the promotion ends on September 30th. Editor favorite Apple AirPods Pro, 2nd Gen. With USB-C AirPods first came out when I was in college, and I wish that the original pair had the same kind of noise cancellation features that the new AirPods Pro 2 have. This new improved pair has USB-C on top of all the perks that make these a favorite among CNN editors. Today's offer takes $80 off, landing it at the third best price of the year. If you're looking for top-notch audio quality and seamless integration with your Apple devices, these AirPods Pro are a must-have. Read our review of the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen with USB-C. Apple AirPods 4 within $10 of the all-time low. Amazon's back-to-school deal makes the AirPods 4 a notable value for those shopping on a tighter budget. These are ideal for anyone who doesn't need the pro features of higher-end models, such as ANC or silicone ear tips. If you're looking for a reliable pair of earbuds without breaking the bank, the AirPods 4 are a great choice. Read our review of the Apple AirPods 4. Apple AirPods with Lightning connector. Even though Apple has been improving the battery life of its wireless earbuds, there's still something to be said about the ease of use for corded headphones. There's no need to worry about battery life when you can plug this pair into your iPhone 14 or earlier with its Lightning connector plugs. For those who prefer a wired connection or need a backup pair, these earpods are a solid option. Editor favorite, Apple AirTag. My colleague and tech wizard, Mike Andronico, just took a closer look at why AirTags are the ultimate back-to-school gadget. Useful for keeping tabs on backpacks and more, these Apple item finders offer extra peace of mind for everything from bags and keys to luggage. If you're constantly misplacing your belongings, an AirTag could be a game changer. Read our review of the Apple AirTag 10G 3V CR2032 batteries. 10-pack. If you already have an aging AirTag in your everyday carry, or worse, one that has long since run out of power, you can swap the battery for extended usage with this pack discounted at 44% off. Keeping your AirTags powered up ensures you never lose track of your important items. Best tested, Apple 13-inch MacBook Air M4. It's not every day that Apple's newest device is also its best value. But that's exactly the case with the MacBook Air M4. Apple launched its latest MacBook Air earlier in the spring, instantly earning the praise of CNN_ editors and readers alike. It now comes at a cheaper price, with Amazon taking $200 off. If you're in the market for a powerful and portable laptop, this deal is hard to beat. Read our review of the Apple 13-inch MacBook Air M4. Apple iMac M4. Apple's newest iMac is an updated version of the all-in-one desktop computer that I use every day. It comes with an improved M4 chip that allows this entry-level model to deliver higher-end performance. It comes in 3 discounted styles and includes new USB-C versions of its mouse, keyboard, and touchpad. If you're looking for a versatile and powerful desktop, the iMac M4 is a great choice. Read our review of the Apple iMac M4. Rare deal, Apple Mac Mini M4. If you already have a monitor you love in your dorm room, but you'd still like to upgrade to a desktop, Apple's most powerful chip also comes packed into a computer that fits in the palm of your hand. When our editors tried it out for themselves, they found that Apple's newest Mac Mini is just as capable as it is compact. This week, it's down to the 3rd best price since shipping last fall, at $50 off or more. For a powerful and space-saving desktop option, the Mac Mini M4 is a standout choice. Read our review of the Apple Mac Mini M4. Apple 14-inch MacBook Pro M4. This upgraded MacBook Pro M4 is up to $300 off for those who need extra performance from their laptops. It has a larger screen than the MacBook Air that topped the list, while also offering better GPU performance and an upgraded 512GB SSD. Today's offer is also an extra $100 below the previous offer I tracked. If you need a high-performance laptop for tasks like video editing or 3D modeling, the MacBook Pro M4 is an excellent option. Read our review of the Apple 14-inch MacBook Pro M4. Editor favorite, Apple 14-inch MacBook Pro M4. If you're looking to use the MacBook I swear by, you can currently save on an upgraded version of the laptop I use every single day. The 14-inch MacBook Pro features the latest Pro chip from Apple and adds that extra performance to my preferred tool of the deals editing trade for years now. For professionals who need top-tier performance, this MacBook Pro is a must-have. Apple 16-inch MacBook Pro M4 Pro. If only the very best will do the trick for you. The MacBook with the largest screen and the top performance in Apple's lineup just went on sale. Take $270 off with its 2nd best discount of the year. It's also one of the first chances in 2025 to save on this version of the M4 Pro. For those who need the ultimate in performance and screen real estate, the 16-inch MacBook Pro M4 Pro is the way to go. Apple iPad 11th Gen. Apple's newest iPad also happens to be at its most affordable with this discount. Just in time for the back-to-school season, this 11th generation iPad was just named Pick for Best iPad and is down to the 2nd best price ever at $50 off. If you're looking for a versatile and affordable tablet, the iPad 11th Gen is a great choice. Apple 11-inch iPad Air M3. If you're serious about using an iPad as your main computer this fall semester, Apple's new Air M3 packs all the performance you'll need for taking notes, whipping up presentations, and enjoying that Netflix study break. Plus, it's still hundreds of dollars less than the iPad Pro. For students who need a powerful and portable device, the iPad Air M3 is an excellent option. Read our review of the Apple 11-inch iPad Air M3. Best tested Apple 13-inch iPad Air M3. If an 11-inch screen just isn't enough for your multitasking needs, Amazon is ensuring you can go with the larger of the two new iPad Air M3 sizes without paying full price. This 13-inch model has landed at $74 off to make our best splurge tablet an even better buy ahead of the fall semester. For those who need a larger screen for productivity, the 13-inch iPad Air M3 is a top choice. Read our review of the Apple 13-inch iPad Air M3. Apple 11-inch iPad Pro M4. Aspiring graphic designers and other creatives will appreciate all the extra features that go into making